Welcome! In this video, I'll give you a quick guide on the Midnight Season 2 Nemesis boss Azta'rec in the Venom 4 Deeps. First, I'll show you what to use on Valeera, then explain mechanics for both single question mark and double question mark difficulties, and give you some tips and tricks at the end. If you're a DPS or tank, you want to run Valeera as healer because there is a dispel mechanic. If you're a healer, run her as DPS because there is an interrupt mechanic. For poisons, I'd recommend Soulthirst Venom for survivability, or Poison of the Forgotten Master if you're a pet class that can tank, or if you can tricks Valeera as rogue. For curios, I'd recommend the curio Corrosive Biospear just for pure damage, and the utility the Soul-Cracking Dreamcatcher as it does proc a damage increase onto the boss whenever you interrupt it. On both question mark and double question mark, the first ability will be Noxious Bile. This is a frontal cone ability that will leave poison puddles behind. Face the boss away from the center before it's cast and move out of it. The next ability is Void Toxin. This applies a painful dot to you, but Valeera will take care of this if she's healing, so you don't need to worry about it. If you're the healer, just dispel it immediately. Afterwards comes Soul Extinction. This is a one-shot mechanic. If you fail to interrupt the cast, you will die. If you have Valeera set as DPS, she does this for you. The last ability is called Venom Storm. This will summon waves of poison that you'll simply have to dodge. Getting hit by one is not deadly, but it will drop you low. There is a tank-specific mechanic as well called Serpent Strike, which is meant to be a tank buster. Just use a defensive for this. Once you hit 90, 60 or 30%, an intermission will begin where the boss will cast Sermon of Ulatek. During this cast, he gets a 99% damage reduction and the Simon Says mechanic begins. The boss splits the room into 4 slices and you have to run to the safe one. Afterwards, he repeats this mechanic but without telegraphing where the safe slice is, so you'll have to remember which slice was safe in which order. On single question mark difficulty, on 90% you'll need to remember 3 slices, on 60, 4, on 30, 5 slices. That's all you need to know for the single question mark difficulty. On double question mark, the additional mechanic is an echo of Azta'rec during intermissions. This echo will replicate Azta'rec's rotational abilities, however it has less health and can be stunned and CC'd otherwise. During the 90% intermission on double question mark, you have to remember 5 safe slices, on 60, 6, and on 30, I believe 7. That's pretty much it for mechanics for both difficulties. Here are some quick tips and tricks that might help. The Corrosive Codex powers apparently work in dubs, so make sure you have this unlocked. Put down world markers in Azta'rec's room, 1 onto each slice. Do not use green or yellow because they'll blend into the environment. Speaking of the environment, I personally found it helpful to drag the contrast almost to 100 because there is a lot of green on green and it helped me distinguish the safe slices a bit better. The inky black potion did not work inside the stove, unfortunately. You can survive the intermission with immunities if you mess up, or a single blow even with a strong defensive. As priest, you can mind control Echo of Azta'rec, but the second one will spawn during the next intermission. There are 2 add-ons that can help you with the intermission. These are Snake Says and Azta'rec Helper. Both require manual input now, which you can do with keybinds as well if you need help. I'll link to both of them in the description. And that's pretty much all you need to know about how to defeat Azta'rec on both question mark and double question mark difficulties. For defeating Azta'rec on a single question mark difficulty, you'll get a cool cloak transmog and a toy. Double question mark difficulty will only open during week 2 when season 2 begins, and you can grab a mount, the poisonous title, and if you defeat Azta'rec the week the double question mark difficulty opens, you can also grab the title Fabled Vanquisher of Azta'rec, but only during that week. My name is Saloon and I thank you all for watching. Like the video if you found it useful, subscribe for more, and check me out on twitch.tv/SaloonTV. where I stream 4 times a week. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!